matter. It's not consequential. So I'm here and palm coming up. Same technique coming in. We don't want to reach that high or the person's very tall. We're going to come to the gallbladder 25 point and strike going in. It's important when we strike this way that we turn the palm outward. If the palm goes this way, his upper body gets in the way and actually puts me in a finger lock, and it's going to hurt my wrist. So I come from my ribs and I shoot in to his ribs in a straight line. What you don't want to do is step out and slap. You want to keep this tight to your body. So you're going to step, slide it in, and strike out. So we'll do this one a little bit quicker. Straight in, one more. Just like that. And now what we're going to do is combine the first two. He's going to throw his punch. We're going to bump the arm, and we're going to go right to the head point or to the kidney point, depending on how far he goes forward. So he punches just like that. Now I chose this one because after the first shot, he went too far down. Let's assume you do it, and you miss this point. Nothing happened. You shoot, bounce, and shoot right into the next spot. So you miss one spot, don't stay there. Continue your motion. All right, if you follow the general rule of moving forward, which you should always follow, moving in as you block, you'll notice that as he punches, there's not very much room to kick, but there is room to use your knees. So what we're going to do is we're going to target the gallbladder 31 point. He's going to punch, we've blocked, and we strike straight into that point. That point alone will bring him down, but if it doesn't, when it's struck, it brings his head close to us to follow up with the palm. So as he comes in, we're here, it brings him closer for that palm. So he's actually running into your palm strike, amplifying its power. So as he comes in, block, knee, and strike. If he stepped with his left, a big step, but he punched this way, and this seemed too far away for you, we can kick the spleen 11 point and basically shoot our kick in that way and drop him. If you notice, his leg just buckled. We'll show that from the other side, this way you can see the leg. So he steps with his left or he's closer, and you've blocked. We throw the kick in, and you can see the buckling. If you extend that kick, he's going to fall. So 90% of the time he punches and you're in close, your hands are your best weapon. The kicks are rarely used in this situation. Where we do use kicks is after we strike. Whatever's going on, I do something, I hit him, and he starts to move away. Instead of chasing him with my hands, that's when you come in with the kicking techniques. So generally, kicking is a follow-up to the hand techniques. They're very strong, but they're not as accurate or as coordinated as the hands. And as soon as you lift your leg, if he's moving aggressively, you're off balance. You want to have your balance. You want to be able to block. Maybe you want to stun him with a shot. Now, if you want to kick, it's a good opportunity to put your kicking techniques in there. Same blocking, 1-2, but instead of going to the outside, again, sometimes you mistime it or you misjudge which arm he's throwing, we're going to go to the inside. This opens up a lot of possibilities. This opens up the chop to stomach 9, okay? So we're going to turn it this way so we can see it. So as he comes in, we're right into here. So we'll do it slow. So 1, 2, 3. Ready? One more time. 1, 2, 3. And we'll do it a little bit quicker. 1, 2, 3. This also opens up the back fist strike behind the jaw or to the mental nerve, depending on how he turns his head. Same way, we're here, coming straight down onto that point. And if he twists a little bit more into it, it's going to open up the back of the jaw there. We could also work the elbow into this situation. If you overextend with the first block, the elbow could fit in to the triple warm-up point or even to the side neck point. So now as he punches, he's a little closer. You're here, pull the elbow, and drop the point right in there. There's a drill that we use that we call a speed hands drill. So we're going to turn a little bit. And the idea is to work your hands in this motion. This is a nice, relaxed, circular motion. He's going to punch, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And the idea is to try to get that in less than half a second. If you can do this, you're never going to hit anybody 7 times because by 2, 3, or 4, they're going to be down. You're training yourself to move very quickly where one technique is going to be very fast. In order to do this drill, you need to be smooth. So I can do it slow, but if you notice, my hands are never going to stop moving. I don't want to do this. I don't want to go. No matter how fast I go, it's very choppy. I want to constantly flow and down. And it's also training me to hit the neck, jaw, mental nerve, jaw and triple warmer, and bladder points in succession without thinking too much about it. So he's going to punch, and we're just going to come through. Well, we'll do it one more time. He comes in, and we come around. All right, so we just covered the straight punches. As he comes in with the punch from relaxed position, we've double tap blocked and we've single blocked. Now what we're gonna do is, let's say our arms are down, he comes up, he tries to kill us with that right hand, throwing a hooking motion. We're gonna let both hands come up, and the basic reaction is this: 1, 2. So as he comes in, 1. We chop the arm in both spots, follow up with our techniques. If he comes on the other side, 1, 2, 3. What's very important here is that the arm are spaced at least 8 to 12 inches apart. If they're too close, it's the same effect as him punching and you using one arm. He's going to get through it. If your arm is here, he's getting through. By using two arms, it actually forces his arm to straighten out, and it also doubles your chance of catching at least one arm pressure point. And there's a drill that we use to work this technique. It's a two-person drill. We start with our feet to the side, and you alternate two punches. So I'm going to start the drill by punching. He blocks, and then he punches. Now, we want to hit with the edge of our hand. We want to paralyze their arm, but not in practice. So when you practice, we're going to use our palms. So remember, when he punches, in reality, we're chopping. For practice, we're just going to slap so that we don't cause injury and we can work up a good pace. So we're going to start it again. All right, I'm going to pick up the speed. Okay, we're going to amplify the drill now. What we're going to do is we're going to start adding counterattacks. This way, as soon as you make contact, your body knows what to do. There's no more thought process. So what we're going to do is he's going to punch, we're going to block, and remember, in real situation, edge of the hand, and we're going to chop. He comes with the other side, we rotate, and chop. Then your partner goes, and the other side. And then he comes back. 1, 2. Again, sometimes you need some coordination for these drills. You'll get it with practice. 1, 2, 1, 2. And the idea is to put 1 and 2 together fast. So when he comes in, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now, we're going to add the next stage. We've come to the arms, we've hit the neck. We're in perfect position to grasp for a knee strike. The knee strike can go to the inner thigh point, the spleen 11 point, or it could come up to the ribs or the bladder points. So what's going to happen now is he's going to punch 1, 2, 3. Then he goes on the other side. 1, 2, 3. Now it's his turn. 1, 2, 3. Other side, he chose the leg point. 3. Now it's my turn. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Doing drills in this manner takes away the thought process. So now after a while you're doing it and it's just, and you're not thinking. So now something comes in, he punches, you just go right to your technique. There's no thought. Once your body started the motion, it automatically knows what to do. The next drill that we're going to use is to help us with our straight punches. This time what we're going to do is he's going to throw an inverted punch to my jaw. We're just doing that so that the punch is very straight. As he punches, I'm going to block. Now when we do a drill, we're not using a realistic range. Of course he can't hit me and I can't hit him. That's why it's a drill. In reality, when he punches, he moves in, I move in, we're closer. Drill range is about here. Our feet are out to the side. We're just working the timing of the arms. So he punches, I block. Now when I punch him, he does the block. 1, 2, he punches with the other hand. I punch. Start with the right. Okay. Right, left. Now you punch. Slap, slap. That's it. You punch. Ready? Slap. That's it. Hey, you punch. Now you want to build this up as quick as you can go. All right, now he wants to try to catch that punch quick. So now there's no real thought process, at least for me yet. He's still thinking about the move, so he's going a little slower. And it just happens. 1, 2, 3. And then you could change the techniques as time goes on. You pick a combination that you like to use. So basically the drill is block, block, hit. And then your partner block, block, and as he hits, you start on the other side. And you go to the other side. And you go to the other side. And this works basically when he punches, you get used to doing this motion nice and fast. No thought. 1, 2, hit. This works the hooking punch motion. All right, so far all three systems that we use are very effective. They work very well, but they have one limitation. What if your opponent approaches you from a sideways position? In a sideways position, your center is no good. In a sideways position, this arm is no longer the closer arm. If John throws a punch towards my face, this is not closer anymore. When I'm facing him, this is the quickest way to move. From a sideways position, this is the quickest way to move and trap the arm. If he threw the left hand the same way, it wouldn't really matter. I come around. So what we're going to work is from sideways, he's going to come straight to your face with the left. We're going to circle and ridge hand strike to the back, and then follow with our palm. So since we're making a circle to block, we're going to continue with the circle and then speed it up with the straight technique. So it's going to look something like this. You're going to step into it. 1, 2, 3. So we're still following the rule of when the punch comes in, I'm knocking his arm to my backside, but I'm stepping around with it. So it's almost similar to doing this, but I'm just using this arm as I do it. So I'm sideways, he comes in, I step. We either strike this side if we have short arms, or if we have long arms, we could reach to the opposite side and strike it back towards us. Once we follow with that, we let the palm shoot right out. So I'm going to show it one more time, a little bit quicker, and slide up. Ready? One more, he's here, and slide up. Now, if he punches on the inside, meaning using his right hand, the move is the same, except the follow-up is going to be right under the jaw. So this arm stays here, he punches, we step, and we shoot underneath. So we're sideways, step, and shoot underneath. This also opens up the possibility, if he's throwing a hook, of getting a lock this way. Once we have this lock, a basic shoulder lock, we can trap it and even go into